Balakand, chapter number 1. So far, we have seen 18 different descriptions of Lord Rama's physical appearance, and we have seen 28 descriptions of Lord Rama's wonderful qualities. Let's go with the 29th description as given in verse 14. Veda Vedanga Tattvagno. The Vedangas are the ancillaries of the Vedas, and the Vedas are the embodiment of all knowledge. So knowledge literally is Veda. And therefore, sage Narada is saying that Rama is a knower of all knowledge of Vedas and Vedanga. So the heart doctrine, that is the tattva, the root meaning of the Vedas and the Vedangas lie open before his unclouded vision. He has an unclouded vision. That's the reason why he is able to see into the various heart doctrines of the Vedas and the Vedangas. He is knowledgeable in the true nature of the Vedas. He knows the purpose of the Vedas and the Vedangas. What is the purpose of the Vedas and Vedangas? A part of the purport is as follows. Why does Krishna present the Vedic knowledge for understanding? Because a living entity individually needs to understand Krishna. Vedic literature confirms this. Yosau sarver veder giyate. In all Vedic literatures, beginning from the 4 Vedas, Vedanta Sutra, and the Upanishads and the Puranas, the glories of the Supreme Lord are celebrated. By performance of Vedic rituals, discussion of the Vedic philosophy, and worship of the Lord in devotional service, He is attained. Therefore, the purpose of the Vedas is to understand Krishna. The Vedas give us direction by which to understand Krishna and the process of realizing Him. The ultimate goal is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vedanta Sutra 1.1.4 confirms this in the following words. Tattu samanvayat. One can attain perfection in 3 stages. By understanding Vedic literature, one can understand his relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By performing the different processes, one can approach Him, and at the end, one can attain the Supreme Goal, who is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this verse, the purpose of the Vedas, the understanding of the Vedas, and the goal of the Vedas are clearly defined. So, Rama, who is the goal of the Vedas, knows the Vedas. So, Rama very clearly knows himself. That is what sage Narada is trying to get at. But even from an ordinary standpoint, there is absolutely nothing that Rama does not know. That's what Valmiki and sage Narada are trying to drive at over here. Now let's go on to the 30th description of Lord Rama's qualities, and that is Dhanur Vede cha Nishtita. Dhanur Veda means the science of archery, and Nishtita means an expert. So Rama is a past master in the science and art of warfare, and in the use and mastery of weapons, human and divine. So he is accomplished in military science. And of course, Rama is usually portrayed as an excellent archer, but we will see that he is also an excellent swordsman, and he can also throw the lance or the spear extremely well. We will see all these multiple facets in Yuddhakand. But yes, Rama is primarily known as an excellent archer. Verse 15. Sarva Shastra Artha Tattvagno Smritimam Pratibhanavan Sarvaloka Priya Sadhu Adinatma Vichakshana. No arts nor sciences, lay or otherwise, have any secrets for him. His memory is something marvelous. In argument, he is ever clear and convincing, keen and thorough in his grasp of a subject, quick and ready in his replies, anticipating the slightest objections and difficulties of his opponents. One has but to come within the range of his benign glance, nay, to seek him in earnest thought, to have his heart wishes realized to the utmost in this world or the next. His manners are sweet and refined. The waves of adversity beat against him, but to roll back baffled and broken. He is ever wise and skillful in his relations with the world, lay or religious. So verse 15 gives us large number of qualities of Lord Rama. The 31st quality is Sarva Shastrartha Tatvagno. 32nd is Smritiman. 33rd is Pratibhanavan. 34th is Sarva Loka Priya. 35th is Sadhu. 36th is Adhinatma. And 37th is Vichakshana. So let us go through the 31st description. That is Sarva Shastrartha Tatvagno. In the previous verse, sage Narada said Veda Vedanga Tatvagno. So here he's saying that the essence of all the scriptures, the meaning of all the scriptures, that is the artha, and sarva means all, shastra means scriptures. So every scripture is known to Lord Rama. So every knowledge, lay or otherwise, is known to Lord Rama. Every scripture or every science is known to Lord Rama. So we may say, oh, this particular pose is part of Natya Shastra, the Shastra that teaches us how to perform a proper dance. And guess what? Lord Rama knows it. So any art form or any science, whether it's ordinary or extraordinary, have no secret from him, because Rama knows everything. The 32nd description is that of Smritiman. Smritiman means the one who has an excellent memory. So Rama knows everything and his memory is excellent. That's what sage Narada is striving to get over here. And sometimes people themselves might have forgotten the boons that they have given someone else or the promises that they have given someone else. But Rama remembers them and makes sure that they act according to that particular dharma, that they act so that they can fulfill that particular promise that they have made to someone else. For example, Rama himself promised the Devatas as Lord Vishnu that he is going to kill Ravana in battle. And therefore he engages in a huge battle just so that he can fulfill the promise. And this is because of his excellent memory. And this is of course in a very grand scale, but we'll also see that Rama ensures that people are taken care of quite well. Rama recollects the promises made by one person to another. Similarly, there are so many examples of Rama's exceptional memory. The next description of Lord Rama, that is the 33rd description of Lord Rama's qualities, is Pratibhanavan. Pratibhanavan means someone who is absolutely brilliant. He is extremely talented and he possesses the brightness of conception. So in argument, he is always very clear and convincing. And he has a very keen and thorough understanding of the subject. For example, after Rama shoots the arrow at Vali, Vali continues to speak for a couple more chapters and he accuses Rama of going against Dharma. And Rama listens to him patiently. And then he goes ahead and refutes every single argument, every single theory, every single statement made by Vali. and proves that his actions were dharmic, absolutely dharmic. So no one can defeat Rama in any way. By the way, it is necessary for us to know that Hanuman says multiple times that in argument he is like Brihaspati, the wisest of the Devatas, who is the preceptor of Indra. So Rama is capable of anticipating even the slightest objections and any difficulty that his opponent throws his way. And this is very evident in how he handled the questions from Vali and later on Tara, Vali's wife, and in proving that his actions were absolutely bona fide, absolutely dharmic. The 34th description is Sarva Loka Priya, the one who is beloved by all the people of all the universes, of all the worlds. Every single person should love this one person. He is esteemed by everyone. There is no one who can be against Rama. Why? Because Rama means happiness. He is a reservoir of all pleasure. Therefore, how can anybody not want to be happy? Therefore, Rama is Sarva Loka Priya. He is not just beloved of all the people because of his extremely good looks. It's because of his extremely good qualities. It's because of his extremely transcendental pastimes. It is because of his gracious beauty. Every single action of his goes towards protecting his beloved people. So one has but to come within the range of his benign glance, or nay, even just think about him, and his heart's wishes are realized to the utmost. What does this mean? A devotee doesn't care whether he gets mukti or liberation. He doesn't care if he gets some wealth or any of the four purusharthas. He just doesn't care. All he cares about is to serve Lord Rama and Mother Sita. That is the only benediction that a true devotee asks for. All the other things are just byproducts of bhakti. So we don't really have to ask for anything else. The Lord would fulfill all our desires. If it is our wish to go to Vaikuntha, He is going to make sure that that happens. If it is our wish to have a huge car, He is going to make sure that it happens. But why should we wish for anything? It doesn't matter if we are in hell or in heaven or in the spiritual world, in the material world. We have just one job to do. And that one job is to glorify Lord Rama. Why does it matter where we are? It doesn't matter. No matter what the circumstances, we have just one job to do. And that is to glorify Lord Rama and Mother Sita and make sure that the other living entities around us also listen to the glories of Lord Rama and Mother Sita. This is the perfection of the life of a devotee. And Rama is naturally the person towards whom all living entities gravitate. That's the reason why sage Narada calls Rama as Sarva Loka Priya. Sage Narada had merely asked if there is a person who is Eka Priya Darshana. If every living entity of all the universes just love to take one look at that person, are very happy to see that one person. And over here, Narada expands that quality and says that he is the beloved of all the living entities of all the universes. That's why he is Sarva Loka Priya. So the constitutional position of all the living entities of all the universes is to love Rama. And if we cannot revive something that is the most natural condition for ourselves, imagine the layers and layers and layers of material contamination that we are suppressed under to not be able to love Rama, which is the most natural thing for any living entity. So that's why Sage Narada pays a huge importance in saying that, oh, Rama is Sarva Lokapriya. He's esteemed, he's beloved, he is the one towards whom everyone gravitates. So he is Sarva Lokapriya. The 35th description is Sadhu. Sadhu means his manners are sweet and refined. He's extremely gentle. And the most important thing is that he doesn't differentiate between people. He is equally fair and he is equally just with everyone. Why? Because Krishna himself says, Aham bija pradah Pita. I am the seed-giving father of all the living entities in all the universes. So how can Krishna or Lord Rama detest any of the living entities? It is not possible. That's why he is absolutely common to everyone. He is equal to everyone. So yes, Rama's manners are very sweet and refined and gentle, and he is well disposed towards all people and courteous even towards those who have done him some harm. And he treats everyone equally, just like a saint. The 36th description of Lord Rama is Adinatma. Dina means down and Atma means hearted, and Adinatma means he can never be downhearted. So no matter what vicissitudes or changes or upheavals or troubles he faces, he is always unruffled. He is always calm and composed. He is always level-headed even in the face of severe difficulty or trouble. So the waves of adversity can beat against him, but only to roll back, because the waves are baffled and broken. So his unperturbed mind is very evident during the time when Kaikeyi asks Rama to go off into the forest. And Valmiki uses the term na vivyate. He was completely unruffled when he heard that he was supposed to lose the crown and go off into the great wilderness for 14 years, separated from every comfort that he has known since he was a child. And Rama was completely unruffled. Nothing could break his calm. The 37th description is Vichakshana. Vichakshana means the one who has discrimination and can distinguish between right and wrong. The one who is very clear-headed and who is very wise and skillful in his relations with the world, lay or religious. So Vichakshana is the person who is circumspect in doing the right things at the right time. For example, after Sugriva was crowned the king of Kishkindha, Rama asks him to wait for 4 months before he commences the search for Mother Sita. Why wait for 4 months? Because it was the monsoon season and the rivers and the oceans are in spate, and therefore travel is very difficult. And so Rama puts the life of so many of the Vanaras above his own needs. And he says, this is not the right time to start the search for Mother Sita. Let's wait for 4 months. After that, we will go ahead and deal with the search for Mother Sita. This is not the only example. There are obviously multiple examples of Rama doing the right thing at the right time. And we will look through those when we are going through the detailed analysis of Valmiki Ramayana. We still have a lot more qualities to complete, and we will do so in the next section.